What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes of Sports News. This is either episode 122 or 123. Don't remember. As always, my name is Garrett, here, my co-host.
What it do? This is Jalen Prince, and I'm hyped for several reasons. College football week 1 is back. Bama plays Saturday. Georgia Southern plays Saturday. We'll get into that a little bit later on. There was some news today.
A little bit.
Some very big news.
Just a little bit.
Another viral event that relates towards the state of Texas, primarily in either Arlington or Dallas. Either
Just
or, because they're right there.
So there was a bit of a trade.
Yep.
But before we get into that, sorry, I'm trying to get some show notes ready. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, at TDSN Pod, all the fun stuff, X, YouTube, whatever the hell you want to call it. Excuse my language. Whatever you want to call it, we're on YouTube Live if you want to join in. Go check us out over there. We're going to go from that way. But let's get right into it. Sorry, we got a shout out coming later in the show. It hurts me to shout this person out, but I will shout this person out.
Hey, real quick, shout out to YouTube TV for getting a short-term deal done with Fox.
Yeah,
just want to get that. Just want to get that out there. But let's get into it.
Let's do it. Micah Parsons to Green Bay. It's the news that everybody is talking about. Micah Parsons has been traded. 3-time All-Pro linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for pennies on the dollar. And Micah gets absolutely, I believe he's the highest paid non-quarterback in the league right now, which, as current Jaguars corner, former Cowboys corner says, get your money. Get your money. It's earned by Micah. We will talk into Jerry Jones apparently justifying this in interviews in a little bit. That's for later. But we need to talk about what happened, what came up to this, and what the trade is. But they have agreed to a 4-year, $188 million deal, including $136 million guaranteed. Now, the year-by-year breakdown, signing bonus, all that fun stuff, to my knowledge, hasn't come out as recording this. But that's for later. Let's look at what they did.
Repeat that last statement.
4-year, $188 million deal. 136 of that is guaranteed. Now, the actual 4-year breakdown on what he's getting.
Oh, yeah, we ain't got that yet.
No, we don't have that yet. But he is currently the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL, which good for Micah. This was the trade. Packers received Micah Parsons. Cowboys received Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks.
So,
what do you think? Let's get your thoughts.
So the biggest question, obviously, is going to be.
I want to leave this up.
So, the biggest question, obviously, most folks will ask this: who won the trade? I'll answer this first. To me, it's Green Bay
for sure.
Let's think about these. We're gonna knock the two. I'm gonna knock the 2 first-round picks out the way real quick. First off, Green Bay's not a mediocre team. It's not like one that's going to be competing for a top 5 pick or top 10 pick. They're not going to be there. They have a stellar quarterback. They have a stellar run game. They got talent. They made the playoffs last year, something that the Cowboys did not do.
I can't go stellar, but they have a good quarterback.
They have a stellar quarterback. We can agree to disagree. Anyway, they have a team that's going to be able to compete. I could get into the details about the Packers, but we've done that repeatedly. Why is this an impact? Green Bay's had one of the top defenses all last season. But they lacked this one thing, and that was a pass rush. That was to be able to generate pressure to the quarterback. Michael Parsons fixed all of that. He fixes a lot of that. Not to mention, you're still able to have Rashawn Gary. You're still able to have Cooper. You're still able to have like a Devontae Wyatt and Van Est. You're still able to have a lot of those guys, even though a lot of people in Green Bay are not very impressed with what Van Ness has done so far since they took him in the first round. But other than that, you got a Michael Parsons. He's a game changer. He's one of the top 5 players in the NFL. So with all of that withstanding, you get a guy that's able to change your game, and then you can do another hypothetical of what would have happened if you had Michael Parsons going against the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs. Who knows what would have happened if you would have had that case. So I believe that Green Bay won this because this is, and in fact, without a shadow of doubt, this is a needle mover.
This is absolutely a needle mover. My question is, and we won't know who truly won this trade for the next 2 years, is how I feel. Now, currently, I feel, and let me explain before anybody freaks out. Green Bay won this trade for sure. Now, the question is, does Dallas do the right thing and use those 2 first-round picks responsibly, or do they do the Cleveland thing and draft, no disrespect, a Trent Richardson, a Brandon Whedon, a guy who, kind of like what the Falcons did with Julio. Falcons traded a king's ransom for Julio.
It paid off.
And it paid off. Whereas Cleveland's like, yeah, give us all you want. That's fine. I don't care. And then it's all about how you use those picks. So if Dallas can turn these picks into, they don't have to be all pros, but if you can turn these picks into good, solid, top half caliber players, I'd count it as a fair trade. The problem is we won't know how that is for years. So currently, Green Bay won this trade. The needle has been moved. Jerry Jones is doing what Jerry Jones does. And you haven't seen what he's apparently been saying, which I absolutely love. Would you like to see it?
Go ahead.
Let's do it. Jerry Jones, which adds to the next question. Is it time for Jerry to step down?
It's been time for him to step down on that standpoint, but like he's not gonna do it. Dog, here's the thing that's funny, why I can laugh at Cowboys fans, and this is why I thank God every single day that I'm not a Cowboys fan.
I've been seeing the free agency posts about like I'm looking for a new team.
Because bro, what y'all gonna do? He's the GM, he's the president,
can't tell a billionaire
he's the
how to spend
advisor,
the money.
he's the owner, he's the landlord, he's every single thing, and he signs their checks. You can't fire him.
Nope.
You can tweet all you want. I never forget when Ashley was helping like advocate the whole fire Jerry the GM. And then somebody that was with the the Cowboys organization come out and did a whole soliloquy about like why that's not going to happen and all that other stuff. And she tallied back. Shout out to Ashley Baker. I know she's going through it right now. But other than that, dog, there's nothing they can do.
No.
It's been time for him to step down, but he's more than he's not your average GM.
No.
He don't make what an average GM makes.
No, and he doesn't do what an average GM does. And like he'll land a Micah Parsons, he'll land a CeeDee Lamb, he'll find a Dak Prescott, he'll find good players. This isn't Jerry can find good players. Not saying he can't. But after this is a time to step down. And I want you to read some of these, and I will read them for the people not listening. So per Adam Schefter and retweeting, there we go. I was trying to say retweeting and posting what Jerry Jones has said during interviews. Jerry Jones has said, "We did think it was the best interest of our organization. We gained a Pro Bowl player in an area that we had concerns in. The facts are we need to stop the run. We haven't been able to stop the run for several years. Those draft picks could get us top Pro Bowl players. Don't rule out the possibility of using these first-round picks to get more talent now. And this gives us a chance to be a better team than we've had the last several years."
Dog, here's the thing. Unless you work for the Dallas Cowboys organization, whatever Jerry Jones says, you cannot even take it with a grain of salt. His words don't like have no weight. It's just he's just blowing hot air.
I love it so much. Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
Mind you, we're not Dallas Cowboy fans, but I'm the first like Cowboys hater that goes in immediately laughing at him. When I saw this, I laughed like crazy, bro. Like so I got a FaceTime call from one of the interns at the news station that I work at, trying to figure out some equipment stuff. Next thing I know, I'm got my tweet alert, I got my X alert or whatever from Adam Schefter saying that like Micah is traded to the Packers, and I'm laughing my butt. I was like, woo.
Hilarious.
I had to catch myself because, mind you, I'm still in the control room. I'm still in the news station, so I gotta like keep my voice down.
My boy called me. I was about to walk into a meeting. He's like, "You seen it?" I'm like, "Seen what?" He's like, Micah's gone. I'm like, Micah's going where? Like, Michael's going out for milk? Like, what's going on? Like, where's Micah going? He goes, Micah's going to Green Bay. I'm like,
Bruh,
you're joking.
man, nah, he wasn't joking.
You're
Like,
joking.
but dog, the more I think about it, I'm like, I'm not surprised, even though it kind of feels like I should be. But I was not surprised that he got traded. A lot of folks
No,
said like, "There's no way he's getting traded. There's no way he's getting traded." Dog,
I
Michael's
did not
done.
say that. If I
Michael,
did, if I
Micah's
did say that, I apologize.
Micah's one of those smart folks that like realize I'm not gonna succeed here, and I don't, and like no amount of money can be able to fix can help can change my mind on how I feel where I'm at. I look at it as like when you are very much confident and secure at who you are and what you're about and your nature of life. When you're secure with that, no amount of money is going to be able to change that. Don't matter who it is. And that's what Michael is. And that's what Michael is. Not to mention, we ain't even talk about just all the levels of disrespect that's been going on between him and Jerry Jones, between the handshake, not like a handshake so-called agreement, or just like his relationship compared to his relationship Jerry has with other players, where like he tries to get personal with a lot of the other guys, and Michael's not with that. He's about his business. Same thing with Dak, but at the same time, it's like Jerry's trying to build those relationships. He's trying, like, he's living through not even a midlife crisis. That was living through a late life crisis,
A second life
and
crisis.
not even second. This is just like, it's not even mid no more. It's late.
Jerry Jones is the fish from SpongeBob that wanted chocolate.
She didn't want no chocolate. That's the only thing
Sorry,
about it.
the one that didn't want chocolate. My fault.
Yeah. She gave out the percent. No, like Jerry Jones literally is that fish, because at the beginning,
Chocolate.
no, the chocolate is a Super Bowl, and remember, the fish said, like, I remember when they first invented chocolate. I remember when they like sweet chocolate. I always hated it. And Jerry, to a point, like, he does not care about winning, man. Like, he's already said in recent statement after that new Netflix show came out that, like, his team, like, if they're not making any news, he's gonna make something. Well, guess what? This takes over everything that's on the talk show, and now, like, they got to deal with it. Now, here's the big question. So, like, for me, and I'm glad you pulled this up.
Mm-hmm.
Back to football. I'm so glad that you pulled this up, because once this trade went down, giving the timing and the situation,
Mm-hmm.
this comparison, this is literally the Khalil Mack trade.
Sorry, I had to bring it the chocolate fish.
Exactly.
It's Jerry Jones.
Exactly.
All right.
Wrinkles and all.
Wrinkles and all. They're the same height too. But let's talk.
But
let's talk about the Khalil Mack trade.
Here's the thing with the Khalil Mack trade, and I still remember this to this day. This was back in 2018. Khalil Mack gets traded 2 seasons after he won a Defensive Player of the Year when he was with the Raiders. I think him and John Gruden had some issues, like, behind closed doors. Once that occurred, next thing you know, a blockbuster trade happens where Khalil Mack gets sent to Chicago, and we all know how that went.
Mm-hmm.
And but
We're
think
great.
about it.
We're
It
totally
happened.
great. No problems or concerns at all.
I want to say, if I remember this correctly, it happened either a week, I'll say around 10 days prior to when the Bears kicked off was kicking off the season going against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau.
Mm-hmm.
This was a Sunday night game, and I still remember that game to this day, because sorry,
You good?
Khalil, because the Mac man, he had a strip sack, he had another sack. I think he had 2 sacks. One was a strip sack. He had an interception, and he immediately showed his preference. And we end up seeing, like, Chicago having one of the best defenses in that season, bar none.
For sure.
So there's comparisons with that as far as the timing and the situation. Here's the biggest difference between the two. Not Cleveland. Micah got traded to a much better team than what Chicago was at that distinct time, because of Jordan Love compared to Mitchell Trubisky, and the weaponry that Jordan Love has now compared to what Mitch Trubisky had back then.
Believe Mitch Trubisky was
Oh,
Mr.
and the
Football.
coach.
Trubisky, I'm pretty sure, was Mr. Football in his state. Who was the
Yeah.
coach of that Bears team? Is that Adam Gase?
No.
Who was that Bears coach?
Gase was at the Jets at the time.
That's right. He was doing smelling salts on the sideline.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Maybe. I don't know. But who was the Bears coach?
I think that was the guy that's the OC now for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who was the coach for this team? Hold on, I gotta pull up Khalil Mack's stats. I gotta figure all this out.
Well, here's the thing. If I remember,
this is just for me. Between these two trades, who do you think? I mean, obviously, I think the Green Bay clearly got the better deal on this. If you were to compare the two.
Well, yeah, Green Bay got Green Bay, and again I go back to this: the 2 first-round picks. The Green Bay, like at most, Dallas is going to either use those picks to get more picks or get other players.
Bro,
but if they're going to use those draft picks, dog, they're not going to get much because Green Bay's not going to be that bad.
No, Green Bay's not going to be a bad team.
Top 10 pick. So we're talking at least, or as high as probably 15, 16. Around that range.
Bro, you nailed it. It was Matt Nagy. You nailed it.
Duh.
I forgot he was the Bears coach.
Yeah.
I forgot he was the Bears coach.
Yeah.
That is crazy. To me, like, I clearly think that, Green Bay came out on top. The only way Green Bay does not come out on top of this is if Dallas drafts 2 multi-year all-pros out of this.
And that's easier said than done, and they hope that like that's gonna be able to happen. But at the same time, it's like, no.
Oh yeah, no, that's easier said than done. What image you got down here, man? Some of these I ain't looked at yet. Oh, you got Shador.
We'll get to that later. But as far this is like the details of his contract. He's getting 4 years. He's getting 4 years, 188. Again, highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. Does he deserve it?
Yeah.
Look, I don't even believe in that. Has he earned it? Yeah, he's earned it. And now, where does this leave Green Bay? We talked about what this did for Dallas and stuff like that. What does this mean for Green Bay?
Green Bay should absolutely be the favorite to win the division this year.
I can't go there yet.
I can.
I know you will, but here's the reason why. I look at Detroit. I look at Minnesota.
Both of their coaches.
And I look I look at Detroit. I look at Minnesota, and
I look at Chicago. Who lost their quarterback?
The division is loaded right now. We know that for a fact.
I wouldn't call Chicago loaded, Bears fans. I didn't start the beef with Bears fans this season. They started coming for us. So I got to take my shots when I can. But to me, like, I don't – the Bears are the worst team in this division. And I am interested to see how this all plays out. But it is the Lions division. The Lions are obviously the team who won it last year. But I think losing both of your coordinators is going to throw a wrench in things this year. Clearly. Now, the Lions aren't a bad team, but I think they take a step back. And this Micah Parsons trade with Green Bay adding players in the draft at positions of need, Green Bay, I think, should be the favorite to win the division this year. But that's just me. So, we want to get into it?
It's not just you.
I don't think it's just me. But between you and me, that's just me.
Believe me, it's not just you, because too much stuff going on right now. But it's not just you. Hold up.
Yeah, you good.
It's also Fox. Fox Sports News. Like,
don't make me agree with Fox.
Yeah.
Don't make me agree with Fox on anything.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all are seeing eye to eye right now.
And y'all can take that how you will. But I see it. Because when you think about it, look at it. You've got Green Bay with the moves they made, returning everybody.
Jordan Love's going into his third. I think this is his third season under Matt.
Third season, and he's healthy.
Yeah,
Detroit is coming off of losing both of their coordinators
true, but they
and
still got
and
the
losing
talent, especially at the offensive line.
for sure, but they're losing key pieces, if I remember correctly.
But the
The
culture is still there. So if you got a strong culture, you're able to overcome a lot of that.
culture's great, but you also got to think of scheme and talent.
True. They got the
And
talent, the scheme. Yeah, we
we'll
understand
we'll
that.
see. We'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
We will
Minnesota,
see how much of this was scheme and how much of this was just talent. Minnesota has an unknown at quarterback this year.
true, but they also got like Addison being out for like for 6 games, and
Doesn't
he's not
help.
appealing it.
And Chicago is Chicago. So, somebody said somebody said that Caleb Williams runs like thick Kyler Murray. I saw that the other day. That was hilarious. So, anyways,
Also, like the Vikings just finalized a deal to bring Adam Thielen back. So congrats to them on that.
yeah, old
Problem
man
is,
Thielen doing well.
yeah, but the reason why they did that, let's see. Jordan Addison is suspended for 3 games. Jalen Naylor is recovering from a hand injury. They signed Rondell Moore, but he suffered a season-ending knee injury during the offseason. And obviously, you're talking about the best, if not one of the best, if not the best wide receiver in Justin Jefferson. He's dealing with a hamstring injury again.
Yep.
Mind you, this was all news popped up yesterday by Shefty.
Yep.
So with the Vikings, I get why they got him third. I can still make a case like for them being last. And I'm gonna be
It's
one of the people
possible.
I'm gonna be one of those people that's gonna buy into the Chicago Bears.
Nope, not me.
Here's the reason why. You got a coach that's probably gonna balance out Caleb Williams, but more so than not, I think because of Brian Johnson, they're gonna be able to run the ball better with DeAndre Swift. And defensively, they were not that bad last year on defense. So
Here's
like I am high. I'm high on Chicago.
here's what concerns me. This is absolutely the test. And it's the same because I know Bears fans are going to say it. This is the same for Liam Cohen. We've seen what Liam Cohen can do with former teams. We've seen what he did with Tampa. He took them from a bottom 10 offense to a top 5 offense in one season. Now, granted, he has a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Fame wide receiver. If Mike Evans is not a first ballot Hall of Fame wide receiver, I don't know who is.
And
But
man,
to me,
so many people keep wanting to discredit him.
oh, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. But when you take that, yes, I'm curious to see how he pans out in Jacksonville. And it's going to be the same thing Bears fans should respectively, respectfully, y'all should have the same thoughts. You should have very, very, very similar thoughts when it comes to what he is going to do in Chicago. Is this, was this purely the talent he had there? And, it was he the reason for their success, or was he just along for the ride? So I'm interested to see how this plays out. And it's not going to happen in 1 year. Usually head coaches have 3 years before things start to happen. You have 3 years usually to show change. And if you don't show progressive, positive change in that 3-year time frame, and you're not hitting some of these goals that you should be at a certain point, you usually get fired, unless you're Marvin Lewis. Which no disrespect towards Marv. I love Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis, great head coach. Lovie Smith too. Love Lovie Smith. But there are exceptions to the rule, obviously, but usually you have 3 years as a new head coach in this day and age. So we'll see how this all plays out. Speaking of head coaches making insane decisions.
Yep.
Stefanski being dumb again. Would you like to take the lead on this, or should I?
Where do we start?
Oh, I don't trust ML football.
Look, it is what they basically got it right. First of all, that's okay. This one right here, this is another conversation that's dealing with Eric Dickerson and what he said on the Dan Patrick show. Now, Dan Patrick, that's one of the best. That's one of the best. Look, we already know
I like Dan Patrick.
It's been an ongoing, quote unquote, supposed quarterback battle throughout the whole off season. But let's keep it a buck. Shador was not going to get a fair shot at it. After you would think that things would change or at least improve for him after the Panthers game, but then he had the oblique injury, did not play when Cleveland played Jacksonville,
Yep.
and then obviously we know
Cleveland didn't play Jacksonville.
who did they play?
Not Jacksonville.
Cause let's see, Cleveland played the Panthers. We won a preseason. Who did they play week 2? Philly.
Yeah, that's what I say. One
Philly,
Jacksonville.
Philly. And then obviously we know how week 3 preseason ended in Cleveland against the Rams. Dylan, like Gabriel looked good, had 129. I give him his credit. I don't hate Dylan Gabriel
I don't
because I
either.
was a fan of him when he was at Oregon. I didn't like him when he was at Oklahoma, but that's for Oklahoma Oklahoma purposes. The thing is, I'm rooting for Shador. That's the only problem. And like Gabriel's getting like caught in the crossfires. However, it definitely boosted or like infused or whatever word that you could think of. He definitely lit the fire much brighter when he said the whole like entertainer versus competitor comment. That didn't, and now obviously he's made it clear that that's not what he meant or referring to Shador. But dog, we're the media. We're gonna take it that way, point blank simple. But fast forward, but like again, we go into this preseason 3. Shador sacked 5 times, and I still remember watching the film. Folks are gonna say like, "Oh, he backed up too far. He got to get up in the pocket." I'm looking at the game, the same game that they're supposed to be watching, and I'm like, "What pocket? There wasn't none." So, what is Shador going to do? Am I one of those people that's gonna say like, he's being sabotaged? I'm not quite there yet, but but am I suspicious? Yep. Do I trust the Cleveland Browns? Nope. Would I put it past them that they actually would? Yeah. Especially after the comments that Eric Dickerson made.
For sure. I mean, what happens too for me, like sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. I don't like ML football. Respect
You don't like what?
ML football, the account that you pulled that screenshot from.
I know.
Anybody who's watching live, I'm talking about this guy. I don't like ML football. I don't like Dove Kleiman. I think NFL Rookie Watch is another one I'm not a big fan of. There's about 4 to 5 clickbaity accounts.
True, but that quote is legitimate.
No, the quote's legit. Don't get me wrong. I also want to be fair. Centel, not Central. Centel.
Yeah, but you talking about NBA?
I like NBA Centel because I know what it is. We all know what it is. But to me, if you don't know, figure it out. But to me, like, I don't usually like ML football, but I understand. Yes, Eric Dickerson did say this. Now, I don't know. Like, don't get nothing but respect for Eric Dickerson. I don't know if this is the same situation as what I got into with Pac-Man Jones during the draft about a similar situation. I don't know if you saw that, but I think I texted you, said that we got into a very short back and forth with Pac-Man Jones. That Pac-Man Jones about how the Jags are going to trade Trevor Lawrence and draft Shador to go with Travis Hunter. To which I said no. He said cap. I was correct. And we're moving on. So, like, I don't know if this was like a clickbaity thing to try to get some, like, to get some meat, which I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in these NFL rooms. I'm not in these meetings. Would it surprise me? Not really. But would it do? I don't know. I don't know if I believe it or not.
I get where you're coming from on that, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to focus on the account.
No. It's like I wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me if it's true, but it also wouldn't shock me if it wasn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. But
yeah,
no,
so he should.
Eric Dickerson came on the Dan Patrick show about a few days ago. Literally said, said the NFL told teams, "Do not draft him. Do not draft him. We are going to make an example of him." End quote. We know where this. Look, whether folks want to believe it or not, I'm gonna say it's true. If it's true, we already know why they're doing this. This has nothing to do with race on that standpoint. This is probably something against against primetime Deion Sanders. The NFL couldn't get him back when he was in his prime. No pun intended. So
Full pun intended.
they're taking it out on the son. We've heard the story over and over and over again. The
Mhm.
sad part is like that family has to deal with this.
Yep.
Point blank. Period. Like there's nothing much we can do. The only thing like Shador can do is just continue to work, continue to get better, continue to take it like day by day, and just buy this time and be ready when the opportunity comes. Which I think he's going to succeed.
He will be. I think Shador's going to be fine. I think Shador was one of the best quarterbacks. He was one of the best quarterbacks in this class.
It's just infuriating.
It'll come through.
It really is infuriating because I'm a fan of him. But anyway,
for sure,
we got
to move on because we got to keep moving. We are going to talk about college football week 1.
Oh
week 0.
God, it's back.
Week 0 is over.
Yep.
We've got some. We got the Medela kickoff weekend. I got a couple more games I want to touch in, and I just want to pick some winners and losers.
You just had to say Medela because you had to you got to serve that stuff.
No, I don't serve Modelo.
Okay.
I just read it's Modelo kickoff weekend. It's a sponsor. That ain't me. They don't pay me.
All right.
I wouldn't mind it, but they don't pay me. But I got some games I want to talk about. 2 of them have already happened. One of them's happening as of recording this. I don't know what the score is. I'm gonna pull it up.
13-3.
13-3. Good Lord, what a
Nebraska.
boring game.
Not boring if you just really love football in the sense of like both teams are playing good defense.
So I mean, I get it. So let's do all right. Let's talk about it. Kansas State beat Iowa State. USF destroyed Boise. Nebraska is currently beating Cincinnati. Let's pick winners and losers for it, and we'll go from there.
All right, so I'm gonna go Nebraska over Cincy.
I'm with you.
All right, I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna ride with Coach Prime. I'm gonna go Colorado. They find a way. They find a way to beat Tech tomorrow.
ATL. I can't do it. I gotta go Tech. I think Tech beats Colorado.
Dog, we missing another game.
Which game?
Texas, Ohio State.
We'll get there. Tennessee, Syracuse.
I'll go Vols. Like
it hurts, but I'll take Vols.
Nico ain't there no more, so I'm very intrigued to see who the quarterback's going to be and how they're still going to be able to play. The game's going to be in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Don't know why, but it is what it is. So,
you're tied versus the Florida State. I'm with you. Tied or about to. Thomas Castellanos has been talking an unbelievable amount of trash,
and it will be handled. But I do have a question for you. What's the over and under for how many times we're gonna hear the war chant?
Oh, over under?
What's the over and under for how many times they're gonna play the war chant?
So I'll tell you what you won't hear is them spelling Florida State because they only do that when they score. War chant probably on third downs, probably on which there will be a lot of I don't know about a lot of defensive third downs, but there's gonna be a lot of offensive third and fourth downs.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
Who you rolling with?
Oh, Bama. Done. No questions about it. It is another long season for Florida State, in my opinion. Clemson, LSU. Who you rolling with?
I'm going Clemson.
Dabo.
I don't like the Bayou bums.
I don't trust Brian Kelly. I've never trusted Brian Kelly. All right. South Carolina, Virginia Tech.
Gotta go Cox.
Pause. Said that at the same time. I'm going South Carolina.
I'm excited to see South Carolina.
You got Lenoris?
Nah. 2 guys. Outside of Lenoris, 2 guys.
Which 2?
Neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
The big body receiver that everybody loves using on like 26. And to me, the most scariest dude in college football, Dylan Stewart.
Okay, that's fair. I think South Carolina wins it for sure. I think South Carolina beats Virginia Tech. Miami, Notre Dame. Who you got?
Do not like Notre Dame. I'm going Miami.
I see. Here's my thing.
I know.
It's not that I will take Notre Dame to win. This is where I'm getting specific. I will take Notre Dame to win. I don't think, but I think Miami covers the spread. Do
We'll
I
see.
like Notre Dame in this? Not really, but I like Miami less because
It makes sense.
Carson Beck turnover machine is at quarterback.
I know.
Man got on campus and had 2 fumbles immediately.
Look, Sid's going into his last year. Got to make something swing.
I don't know, man. TCU UNC. It is the debut of Bill Belichick for college football.
I'll go Cal. I'll go North Carolina.
I'm taking TCU. Horned Frogs, baby. All right. Ohio State, Texas. Talk about it. What do you got?
I'm going to Ohio State. Yeah, we get to see Arch Manning full time. We ain't got to worry about no backups here. I'm getting moved and stuff, but we're gonna see how much he's learned, how much he's gotten better, and we finally get to see all the hype come together. Either it does or it doesn't. Simply put,
horns up. I'm going Texas. I think Texas does it, and we were talking about this earlier in the week, and I think I was talking about this with a few people. I have more faith in Arch than I do Julian Sam. But there's question marks on both sides, and this will be very, very interesting. But I have more faith in Arch and Sark than I do Ryan Day and Julian Sam. But we got to move on. You got anything else you went into, man?
Nah.
Let's close it out. We're right about where we wanted to be. So thank you guys for listening. If you like the show, you know what to do. You know where to follow us at TDSN Pod on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Go check us out over there. We're on Facebook at 2 Dudes of Sports News. Check that whole thing out over there. If you love the show, rate 5 stars, comment, review, retweet, all that fun stuff. It does get you shout outs. I am proving it today because this one's going to hurt, but it is what it is. And but retweet the show, 5 stars, comment, all the fun stuff. Feed the algorithm gods. Don't know why it works, but it does. If you didn't like the show, it was a bad blind date. It happened. Your friend set us up. Swipe the wrong way on Tinder. Here we are. It's all good. We'll pick up the tab.
Again with this we.
I will pick up the tab. The royal we, the collective we, me. I got it. Pick up the tab for the 40-ish minutes of content we gave you. You go your way, we'll go ours. It is what it is. We're all good. No reason to leave a negative review. Doesn't help you. Doesn't help us. Doesn't help anybody. 2 ships in the night. But shout outs always come at the end of the show. Those come in forms of retweets, 5-star reviews, all that stuff. If you left the reviews in the comments, please let us know. There it is. He's got it saved.
Nope.
But to me, you've got shout outs always again. Shout out first, then podcast later. Shout out Maximus Titans fan for retweeting the show. I appreciate it. I hope your team loses every single game. But you retweeted the show. Man of my word. Thank you for the shout out. Shout out to you. Go check out Jim over at Fan of the Van. Also go check out him and E-Man doing the show Cigar and Sports. Brent at 1420, Aaron over at Brutally Honest Sports, Darian over at Chill Taste, the guys at IAP Radio, E-Man at Average Joe Sports. Always go check out Sports After Dark. Y'all screwed me in the fantasy league this year. I'm picking last.
Hey, find a way.
It hurts. Oh, it's snake draft. I'm picking last, and I'm picking first. Then I'm waiting 30 years to pick again.
There you go then.
If you're a casual wrestling fan, hardcore wrestling fan, anywhere between, always check out John and Wrestling Fan Insight. If you're going to gamble, please do it responsibly. Don't bet the rent. Rent is due in a few days. Keep that in mind. Listen to Nate's Daily Wager. And thank you. And as always, we'll see you next time.
Peace.